Are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Elliott.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything.
That he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Frank Clark with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Prescott, and he's going to go down again. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Let's go, let's go!
No score after one on EA Sports. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Bring it back.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And some room to work. And he's brought down, getting this one up. To about the 35.
Here we go.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes out to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 65 yards as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. 1st down, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on fourth down. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down, Dallas.
From the red zone now, Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
61. Matchbox, right.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Prescott now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be fielded at the 6.
Let's go. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and now it's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He'll try and run it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Xavier Woods with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
At the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Mike's 56. All day, dog.
Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Complete to Jason Witten. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
First down.
Here we go. 6 right there. 56. Check the out.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's complete to Cobb. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Win championships, baby.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, he's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Dallas.
A first down throw for Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
4th down, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. That's gonna be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 37 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 43 yards. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Again, it's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Back to throw, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornton.